are your thoughts on what you're hearing from the GOP in Colorado?
Well, it's not surprising, because what we're going to see is tit-for-tat retaliation by Republicans. Yes, they're going to take Biden off the ballot. They're going to do that. They're going to find some excuse for saying it's an insurrection, and they're going to fight back by eliminating the primary system or figuring out other ways. After all, the Constitution doesn't really set out a process for how electors are appointed. States have a great discretion in how they appoint electors. This will throw the entire system of electing president that we've now established for over 200 years into disarray. It's a scandal. It's a shame. The justices who wrote this decision ought to be ashamed of themselves. It's a purely partisan ploy, and the Supreme Court ought to take this up as soon as possible and get us back to the business of electing presidents based on what the people want, not what partisans want and what they can get partisan judges to enact, which clearly violates the explicit terms of the Constitution itself.
Yeah.
Look, the 14th Amendment was intended to prevent people who engaged in the Civil War from running. That's what the purpose was. If you look at the whole amendment, it talks about the Civil War, it talks about slavery. It's clearly in context a one-off. It wasn't designed to replace the impeachment provisions of the Constitution, as this court absurdly.
Folks, I love this. I love this. This is such a fantastic and wonderful present for Donald Trump, our next president, Donald Trump. This has sealed the deal. I know that all the news is going crazy. I know everything you hear is panic and worry, and this is terrible. Make no mistake about it. This is not a good thing for the country per se, what the Democrats and the democratic institutions are doing to our great country. However, make no mistake about it, this is fantastic. Every time Donald Trump gets hit, he comes back harder. Every time they try to oppress him and they treat him unfairly, he only goes up in the polls.